We've come to speak to Year 1 psychology students at the University of Hertfordshire to explain what the career in educational psychology involves and to give them some ideas about what they can be getting into at this stage of their career if they're thinking of looking at it in the long term as an option.
Today was an opportunity for our service to deliver a bit of an overview of what the service does and how we impact on positive outcomes for children in Hertfordshire.
I think psychology is one of these degrees you come into when you're not quite sure sometimes what you want to do, and I think maybe in your first year that's where you really start to think about where do I want to go, what experiences do I want to get.
It's made me feel that passion again for my profession and the role that I do. Well, actually, do you know what? We wouldn't be in any other profession.
And seeing educational psychologists in action and what they do on a day-to-day basis was really helpful for our students to understand what's going on and how it works.
Realising how much responsibility educational psychologists have in the community and especially in the schools, as a parent, it's fantastic.
The role of an educational psychologist is the combination of the assessment and the intervention. So you really are looking at a hypothesis of why a child isn't learning as well as they should or why they're functioning the way they are, and then looking for the solutions in terms of how you can overcome those barriers and how you can support the child or young person in meeting their needs and actually making a success of their lives.
Really, if I had to condense it right down, it's about helping to identify what the needs of children and young people are, using psychology as that framework and supporting parents and schools to meet those needs.
And what we do on a day-to-day basis really is to support young children and young people who have a range of needs that may be impacting on their education.
Listen very carefully to what's going on, consider everybody's views, and I think importantly keep the child in the centre.
Building a positive relationship with other educational psychologists as well as other psychology assistants, and having those good relationships with teachers and families and the child or young person you're working with.
In addition to working with individual children, we also work at the systemic level in order to support particular members of staff who support children's social and emotional well-being, to help them think about how they support children in their setting.
It's very much up to the psychologist to decide what do I think is best for this situation, and I think that's really important within the psychology service, to feel that you've got that power to make those decisions yourself.
Anybody within our structure where they've got an idea, they've got an innovation that actually they feel more than able to talk about that and progress it, where we can see it's going to make a difference and a positive difference to our staff or to the children or the families at the centre of all of our activity.
If you're interested in helping children, young people and their families and adults around them, working creatively with other professionals from different disciplines or different agencies, become an educational psychologist.
Working one-to-one with young people and children, that's really what's motivated me to go into educational psychology.